Most people think boundaries are about pushing others away. But what if I told you that setting a boundary is actually one of the most compassionate things you can do for yourself and for the people you care about? Today, we're reframing boundaries not as social friction, but as a neurological act of self-preservation. The neurological reframe: your brain is constantly managing energy. Every decision, every emotional response, every moment of empathy draws from the same limited cognitive budget. The prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for emotional regulation, long-term thinking, and compassion, gets depleted when you chronically override your limits. So when you say yes while your body is screaming no, you're not being generous. You're draining the very system that allows you to be generous at all. Boundary setting becomes a biological necessity, not a personality flaw. The cost of chronic compliance. Modern life pushes us into constant overextension, endless notifications, emotional labor, digital overstimulation, the pressure to be available 24/7. This creates decision fatigue, which quietly erodes your capacity for kindness. And here's the hidden danger. When you ignore your limits long enough, resentment builds. Not because you're unkind, but because your nervous system is exhausted. Resentment is the smoke. Overextension is the fire. The compassion paradox. We're taught that saying yes is kind and saying no is selfish, but the truth is the opposite. When you fail to set boundaries, you're not being compassionate. You're exhausting your capacity to care. Compassion is not an infinite well. It's a renewable resource that requires stewardship. Boundaries are the maintenance plan. Preserving your moral identity. When you overcommit, you stop acting from your values and start acting from survival mode. Your moral identity, the part of you that wants to be fair, patient, generous, and grounded, gets compromised. Boundaries protect the version of you that you're proud of. They ensure your empathy is driven by choice, not obligation or fear. Boundaries as sustainable empathy. A boundary creates space. Space to breathe, space to think, space to see others clearly without the fog of exhaustion. When your energy is protected, your presence becomes deeper. Your kindness becomes authentic. Your empathy becomes sustainable. A well-defended inner life is the foundation of long-term resilience. The practical path to radical self-stewards. Start with one question: where is my energy leaking? Look at digital drains, emotional labor, social obligations, unspoken expectations. The places where you say yes out of fear instead of alignment. Then communicate your boundaries not as punishments, but as roadmaps. You're giving people instructions for how to interact with your best self. And yes, setting boundaries will feel uncomfortable at first. But that discomfort is the doorway to a more grounded, compassionate life. Boundaries are not barriers. They are acts of radical self-stewardship. They protect your brain, your values, your energy, and your ability to love well. Setting limits today is the ultimate investment in your future capacity to care.